Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's me, your regular angry IT guy. And today I wanted to just make a video to try to help folks out because this is a question that I see pretty often. And that is, how do you get an entry-level help desk job if you don't have previous IT experience? And I have 4 things here written down. And one of them is more important than the other, or it could be. Anyway, number 1, don't assume that the experience that you have is irrelevant. You can pretty much sell any customer service experience that you have because, like I said in other videos, IT is 10% technical and 90% dealing with people. So you want to have those quote unquote soft skills. Now, what experience am I talking about? Well, most people that have a customer service job is probably, good enough for an entry-level IT job. If you have any experience where you're doing problem solving, if you have any experience dealing with difficult customers or difficult situations, have you ever dealt with people who are unreasonable, but you still keep your cool? Have you been forced to work under pressure and keep your composure in those situations? And have you ever had to work flexible or extended hours on a whim or based on emergency situations? These are things that you can accentuate in your customer service experience. If you have any, put that on your resume, and it's not always irrelevant because those things are important in entry-level help desk jobs. Number 2, you need to practice using actual computers. Now, this can be a burner computer. You don't have to buy a brand new computer. You can use an old computer. People like throwing away old computers. If you have an older computer that you got rid of and got a better one, see if you can upgrade the old one if you still have it around, or take it apart and break it. This is what will help you get comfortable breaking things. And when you break things, you can Google the solutions. And once you get comfortable with breaking things, it's easy for you to talk about it. And it shows through when people, when you talk about IT and experience, you can say, oh yeah, I've broken that and I know how to fix it when I break it. That's the type of experience that you need. That's not necessarily actual experience. If you can't afford or can't get your hands on a burner computer, you can always install something like VMware Player or VirtualBox on your existing computer, and you can try out different operating systems and learn how to install operating systems and mess with the settings without necessarily breaking anything. Number 3, and this is probably the most important if it works for you, and if you can do this one, you don't need any of the rest of the ones that I'm saying in this video, and that is networking. What you want to do is, if you're looking for an IT job, is to tell people that you're looking for an IT job. Do you know anybody in IT? Do you know anybody that's not in IT? Let people know in your circle around you that you're interested in working in IT, and you might be amazed at the resources that you've been overlooking this entire time. For example, I've seen in many cases where someone who actually just mentioned that they like computers is a friend or relative of someone who's a high-ranking manager or hiring manager for a business, and just because they heard the word computer, they place that person in an IT management position over an IT department, sometimes whether they know about IT or not. So you have to let people know in your circle that you're interested in IT, and you'll be amazed at some of the doors that open up for you. And number 4, keep applying. Even if you have experience and you're fully qualified, applying for jobs is a numbers game. You have to pretty much be in the right place at the right time to find that one job that will hire you. And you can't be in the right place at the right time if you're not out there. So just keep applying for jobs. The worst you can get is a no. And sooner or later, if you try hard enough and try long enough, you will land an IT job. And I just thought about another one. Here's a 5th one that I'm just going to add off the cuff. If you don't have experience, create experience. Volunteer somewhere and put that on your resume. If you need to create a charity, which is what I'm trying to do, not necessarily a charity, but like a nonprofit or something to help the digital divide. Anything that you do, you can volunteer for a community center, your local church or whatever, volunteer for a school and put that on your resume. People are always willing to get IT help for free. Just make sure that you can verify and you can put it on your resume as IT experience. So hopefully these tips will at least get your gears cranking in your head to give you some ideas. And there are probably other ideas. Does anybody else have any tips to help people who are trying to get into IT? Feel free to share it in the comment section below. It's me, your regular Angry IT guy.